Can you hear me now? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, perfect. Now, yay, hey. Okay, what I don't know for sure, but I believe will happen, is that when you all call in, so I'm gonna have to take this out of my ear because I hear a feedback, because I can hear this on my computer, so that's a little weird. So what I'm hoping happens, guys, is that when you guys call in, if you choose to call in, that I will be able to then, hey Tawanda, put you on live, y'all. So I want to be able to see the, let me see here. So hopefully when you call in, it should let me know that I can bring you in. Hey, Clarence, it should let me know that I can bring you all in. I wanted to do something a little different. So, you know, I don't know what to tell y'all, but it is what it is. And I will figure all the rest of it out. I wanted to open this up for a live Q&A. And, oh, she's going to try me, huh? A live Q&A so that we could, you know, actually I have to try to not listen on this one. I didn't even know how to not do that. I don't know what to do for that because I can't stand hearing both. So so when you all call in, just know you're going to have to, know that you're going to have to turn yours down on the back end, okay? So I want to try to see one more thing. I don't want to share anything. Okay, well, it is what it is. We're just going to go with what it is. Okay, so I think you should be able to call. And I'm going to put this call-in number. So hopefully the call-in number works. Let me know if it does not. So it's completely open tonight to whatever you wish to ask. It's a completely open night. Ask me whatever you want to ask. Anything from Reiki to spiritual gifts to, you know, whatever. Feel free to ask. Hopefully we'll be able to hear everything on the other side as well. You guys should be able to hear the sound. You could try now, Aphrodite. Let's give her a go. I'm going to have to figure this out. Hey, Miss Townsend. I've been meaning to ask you, Miss Townsend, if you wanted to be a moderator too. And Clarence, I just saw that you did another video, so I watched it. I'll be interested to hear how your peaceful protest is going. That'll be very interesting for me. Thank you, dear. I really wish I could figure out why I can't see. There's a whole control panel that I am not able to see in this webinar. And that's bothering me. But anyway, we'll figure this out. In the meantime, I'm just trying this out, you guys. So, you know, bear with me while we're doing this. And if this method doesn't work, you didn't pay your bill. I can't. Well, did you have a question that you wanted to ask, Aphrodite? I wanted to be able to open up some sort of phone line so we could actually have a conversation, you know? And we're going to try the Zoom method. And if this doesn't work, I'll try another method. But, and I had a really cool microphone I was going to use and it's not working. So, oh, wonderful. Thank you, dear. There you go. Love it. Yes, Team Blue. Team Blue. But yes, Mr. Clarence, I'd be very interested to hear how that peaceful protest is potentially going to go. And what your the guidance counselor says. That'll be very interesting to me. So we're doing a lot of different things with the channel. And again, this to me was like, you know how I'm always doing, oh, wait, we got somebody popping in. Okay, allowed to talk. Miss Jeanette. Oh, I'm always doing, oh, wait, we got somebody popping in. Okay, allowed to talk. Miss Jeanette. Oh, I'm always doing.
Can you hear me?
Now I can. Yay, hello.
Hi there.
Hi.
At least
It's
I
wonderful
can say
to
that
talk
I've
to
heard
you
you.
here.
I just wanted to give it a try. I wanted to see if we could get this going.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can
you see it?
Now, can everybody else hear Miss Jeanette or just me?
I think it's just you.
I only have it where it's not video, it's non-video.
Okay. I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but I thought I've been on Zoom before, so I thought I would just take chances and just see how it went so I could at least say, hello, Lisa.
Well, they can hear you.
Can they? Well, that's awesome. I think it's great.
Yes, that is amazing. I'm trying to figure out how I can mute the sound from coming through YouTube on that echo because it's driving me batty, guys.
Okay, well, I'll go off now. I just wanted to go on just to see if we could get it going for you.
Oh, thank you, dear. I really appreciate it. And
and then maybe another time we can set something up and get the group Zoom going.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome.
Because you would have to do it outside of YouTube. You would have to run it when you're not doing a YouTube.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And I'm wondering if I turn my YouTube off, if I like close my website out, if that'll cut the whole thing off or not.
Yeah, who knows? And you're not going to run the video thing?
No, I'm going to leave the Zoom on. You guys don't have an echo, but I have like a crazy mad echo.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see something here.
Probably just because you're running both of them. I don't have my YouTube on now, so I'm not sure what's...
Yep, I'm going to try one thing here.
Yay, hello. Hi there.
All right, well, that's not going to work. Okay. Hey, Shonda. Okay. Guys, Jeanette, thank you so very much. I so appreciate
Okay.
it.
I will say goodbye on here then.
Okay,
And I'll go back to YouTube. Nice talking to you. Bye, everybody.
to you too. Okay, that was like mad crazy. So I've got this crazy echo. I'm so sorry that I don't have all of it. Like I want to try something out, but I do still want to do question and answer. So if you guys wish to type in a question, I can still answer it, not a problem. I can still answer it, you know, you could type one in here and I can go on and do that until I can figure out why I'm so like scared to like close my website out. It was. So if I can get the darn thing to not echo so darn bad, where I can hear you at the same time. Because if I put a speaker in here, child, it would have been, you know, like really crazy. Thank you, Deanna, for posting that. I really appreciate that. And I've got Terrace here. Yay. Oh my gosh. Yay. I'm so happy to have y'all here tonight. Okay, so how about we do this instead? We won't call in immediately until I can kind of think through how in God's name I'm not going to get the darn echo. I don't know how to do that. But I want you guys to be able to ask questions. So did you guys kind of come prepared for any questions? Do you guys, let's see what's going on around here. Did you guys see where there is a Harvard astronomer that has come out and said that he sees a any kind of questions? You can ask me anything tonight. It's open mic night. That he actually has seen a starship, an alien starship. For now, just type, thank you, Tawanda. Yeah, just type the questions for now. He's seen an alien starship coming off of coming like around like Saturn, I believe it is. Cray. Like he's been saying this for a while, but now he's just like come out and like openly put this out there. I know. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. So we're gonna okay, I get mad crazy. Let me see what I've got, who I've got here. Okay, so let me close this, remove. Yes. Okay. All right, participants. Okay, I don't see, Clarence, I don't see you on here, baby. Yeah, it was just out there tonight. Clarence, we're gonna have to not do the call tonight because I get like too much of an echo back and forth where I'm hearing myself and then I hear myself again like 3 to 5 seconds later, and it's too like crazy for me. I can't handle it. It's too much feedback. Hey, Lisa, so we'll have to do the call-in as soon as I can figure out how not to get that feedback. So it says I'm live on YouTube. God, I don't want to. Okay, so listen, this is what I'm going to do, guys. I want everybody to, you lost everything due to putting in all my relationship was a complete devil energy relationship. I know, I'm going to fix it so you could talk to me, sweetie. What area should I move to, or what should I do as far as finding a place to live? Aphrodite, this is what I'm going to tell. I'm going to answer this question for you, sis. And then I'm going to close this down, my browser, and see if, or at least close the YouTube tab. And so I can at least see if I can still, like be on live, and then we can open up the phone line again. This is what I'm going to tell you, Aphrodite. First of all, I'm feeling like your money is not quite right. Is that correct? That your money's not quite right. I feel like the money is off. Because the money is off, everything else is off, right? If you have a stable job, don't move far away from that stable job. And I almost feel like there's so much healing that you need right now. If you're still living with this person, the first thing is getting away from this person, living with this person, or living in close proximity to this person. So that's the very first thing. Lost your job a few days back. Your first thing you have to do, you stay with your aunt. Okay, listen. First thing first, you have to get a new job, right? That's the first thing you got to do. Then the next thing you have to do is I'm not feeling like moving and like uprooting yourself from everything that you know right now is the best thing for you to do. Sometimes we still need a support system around us. And if your family is being that support system, then allow them to be that support system and stay close to them if they're being good to you. If they're being supportive and good and there's good positive energy. But the first thing you got to do is get your money right. Once you find a new position, then move in, then decide, do your budget and all of that good stuff. But the very first thing before we can do anything is that, right? Also, this time that you're taking, that in between jobs, take some time here and do some meditation and sit still and listen. And really, this time when you go for a position, try to make sure that whatever this is, whether or not it's an entrepreneurial opportunity or not, that you listen to your spirit and what your spirit man is trying to say to you. So I feel like there's a business in here. There's a practice, there's a business in here. And a lot of times, I'm gonna tell you something, when that door closes, that's so that another door can open up. I never would have ended up in the insurance business had the rug been completely pulled off from underneath from me in that horrible relationship, that horrible marriage. So it'll move us. Sometimes spirit is trying to move us and we don't move. And so then we got to get everything out of the way in order for us to even move. Yeah. Wow. Right. You don't have a strong system right now. I need you to sit with yourself and let this, whatever this, what's your life path? And Mr. Kara, speakers at EQ says various equipment you're using, you can set before the live. Yeah, you're probably right. Rosemary. Turn that down. Yeah, we're going to pray for you, honey. Don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. But now is your time to come deep within yourself right now. Aphrodite, I want you to, can someone put my email address in here, please? Aphrodite, I want you to email me. And I want you to email me. I need to bless you, so I need you to email me so we can set up a time to be together. Okay. I don't know how many people do I have in here now? Okay, listen up, guys. This is, as much as I hate to do this, this is what I'm about to do. I am opening this live Q&A up on my channel. I am going to close this web browser. If this goes down, okay? If this goes down, I will come right back. Okay, I will come right back. Like 2 minutes. So just refresh. Okay. But if it doesn't go down, then I believe we can go on and open the phone lines because I won't be getting that feedback because I've got this plugged in and all these things happening. Okay. So Aphrodite, do you have my email address? I want to bless you with an energy healing session, Aphrodite. So I need you to email me, okay? Okay, so you guys, here we go. I am about to close this down here. Jesus, take the wheel. And if I go out, then I'm going to come back on live. So just keep refreshing my channel and I'll be back on. But hopefully I want to be able to open up the phone lines, okay? Everybody catch that? Give me a thumbs up if you heard me, y'all. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go, guys. 1. I'm still alive, y'all. Yes. All right. Okay. Now the phone lines is open. Now y'all can call me and I won't be getting all that crazy feedback. Oh, thank you, Jesus. God is good. I'm telling y'all, God is real good. Real good, y'all. Okay, now you can put the phone line back up there. Clarence, if you want to call back in now, this should work, baby. God is good. So somebody could put that phone line back up there, and then now whoever wants to call in, y'all can call in. Shonda, will you get this promotion at your job? Okay, we're going to do that too. Let me see here, y'all. I got to get my cards. Oh, sucky now, y'all. I done figured it out, y'all. I done figured it out. Okay, what do we have for Shonda for the next? What do we have for Shonda for the next 30 days? Okay, oh, we got a phone line person here. Let me see. I want to let me get you. Hold on, baby. It's not letting me see you. Hold on, honey. Why are you not letting me see? It's not letting me see you, Mr. Clarence. I don't understand why. It's not letting me see the attendees. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Hang on, y'all, before we keep putting that up there, because Lord knows I can't. For some reason, it's not letting me see the participants now. You know, Zoom's going to make me real angry in about 10 seconds. Real upset. Let me see here. I don't want to do a post attendee. Okay. Bear with me, y'all, 1 second. And Shonda, I've got your reading, just 1 second. Bear with me one more. I'm so sorry, y'all. I am so thankful that you all are just kind of bearing with me while I've got this happening. Okay. Video, telephone. All right. I don't understand. What is the problem? I see that you've called in, but it's not letting me let you in the meeting, dear. So everybody just hang on 1 second because it's not letting me add any more panelists in here. It shouldn't. It's still saying you're in here. Okay, Shonda, one more. Oh. Shonda, have you been up for a promotion before? I see you've been working really hard with the Ace of Pentacles at this job. So there is going to be a tower moment here where there's going to be a lot of change for you. I see that there is, it's going to take a little time. They're going to be thinking about people, or they're going to be really considering, if they haven't already, they're going to be considering, how can I put this? there's a number of applicants. They're taking their time in considering it. I don't think so, because otherwise I'd have to end it too, Miss Rose. So the Three of Swords came up, so I'm trying to, last year using encouraged to apply, but they took it down. So do apply. I do see a positive change coming. I see that it's going to take some, like there, it's going to take, oh, there you are. Hey, Mr. Clarence.
Hi.
Hi, honey. Can you hold on 1 second? I'm going to finish up Shonda's reading, okay? And then we can talk.
All right.
Awesome. Okay, Miss Shonda. So they're going to take some time to make their decision. It's going to look like, with the Three of Swords, that you may come into some disappointment, but I don't believe that it's like they're going to go into like hermit mode about it for a minute. Are you a Virgo, Shonda? What is your sign? Yeah, this is going to be good for you. But eventually you're going to get it. It's going to take a little time. It's going to look like you might not get it because they're going to take a lot of time to consider what's going on, to consider the applicants. So don't despair. You're an Aquarius. Okay. Perhaps your potential, so the person you'd be reporting to is perhaps a Virgo, or I just feel like they're going to kind of like close ranks a little bit to make a decision. It's going to look like no, but then the World card comes out, which I believe then would be a new chapter for you. So yes, it looks like you would get the promotion. I would not expect the decision to come down much before about 3 weeks after you apply, perhaps even 4, but don't lose hope. Okay, Miss Shonda. Well, Mr. Clarence, how are you, dear?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm great.
Good. I am so proud of you. I've enjoyed watching the videos that you've put up, and I'm proud of you for using your voice and beginning to get your point of view out there and beginning to speak messages that you've been receiving from Spirit. So I'm super proud of you for that.
Yeah, thanks. I've also been trying to get into to more creative things. I've been trying to do art lately and maybe try poetry and stuff like that. Trying now, but it's kind of hard. So
why do you find it hard?
Well, art was never a big problem for me though. See, in elementary, I used to love art, but now that I'm in 8th grade right now. So, but now that I'm in art, now, I kind of don't like it because they critique you over how it's supposed to look, how they want it to look, and not on what I think it looks supposed to be good at.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So they want you to do things according to their perception and not according to what yours is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I'm not gonna go into big details, but I do have a question.
Okay.
My family does go through problems. My mother, I don't know. She has some type of I won't say disorder, but it's like an addiction or something like that. I don't know what to call it, but it's gonna sound crazy. She stays in stores more than an average person, and then I think she has maybe some type of anger problem. Not really big anger problem, but she gets annoyed really easily. But yeah. So I don't know about that. And then I'm gonna say this other thing. My dad, he just steps his foot into like some of like the spiritual things. Like he likes looking at the quotes and stuff like that, but then he also looks at like the bad things. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say right now.
Okay, so what is your question about your mother? You're trying to understand why she's doing what she's doing?
Yeah.
Okay. So you said she spends a lot of time in like, is it like clothing stores? Is it just any store?
Any store, like it could be clothing, Walmart, just what you can name it.
Does she buy a lot of stuff? Does she overspend? Do you hear your parents talking about that?
Nah, I don't think she really overspends, to be honest.
Okay. But it seems like she gets pretty easily irritated and frustrated.
Yes.
So she's probably spending a lot of time in the stores so she can escape. Sometimes we like to get lost in just be by ourselves, or even if you're with somebody, even if it's a store full of people, just to not be in the house. Sometimes we go off and do things like that. If she's going through, of course, because that's not a lot of information to go on, but if she's getting easily annoyed, I'm just kind of picking up. I feel like she's concerned. There feels like there's some financial concerns. She's not generally happy. Like, and I don't mean it in a bad way, because we go through this. We all go through this, where we've looked at our life and we're like, there's something more. And she doesn't feel like she can be heard. Like no one's really hearing her. So she gets annoyed because she might think that she's giving you, like she's telling you what she wants or what she needs, or anybody. But it's like no one's really hearing her. And sometimes we get the feeling like that as a result of some things that happened to us as a child. Yeah, and Lisa K is saying that anger could be a way she's expressing another emotion she is feeling, but doesn't know how to express it, but in a negative light. Yeah. So, and as Tawanda was saying, she's an emotional shopper. That's why I was asking, did she spend a lot? So she just might be an emotional browser.
Yeah.
There's some people that will go and they'll buy a whole bunch of stuff and they'll go take it all back like the next day, just because they want that like dopamine rush of purchasing, because it makes us feel good when we spend
then
money.
There's her childhood was I would say different. I don't know a lot about it, but I know some of it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want me to go into more detail, I don't know. I don't want to say too much, but then
Nope, you don't.
I think I could just tell. I think I could just tell you more like in like private, like not on the line.
Yep. Yeah. So I think it's very astute of you to even pick up on all this, and we can definitely talk offline here, and I can perhaps help you understand a little bit more about why mom's the way mom is. But usually when people have anger issues, typically it comes from a time or a reason that we were not heard as children, or even as young adults or teenagers, where our voice wasn't, whatever we said was not validated. Even when I grew up, like children were seen and not heard. So if she grew up in that kind of household where children could not express themselves, then that's a big reason why, she can be, get kind of annoyed because she doesn't know how to express herself. Now, but there's ways you can help her kind of calm that down a little bit and help her kind of find her own voice. So what about, I wanted also to address your father, and you had a concern, or you made a statement that he is into the spirit, like, because he's introduced you to a lot of this. So what do you mean by that he looks at the bad?
Like he follows a lot of, I think it's not on it's on Tumblr, but he follows a lot of people like that does like the bad side of like, you know, spiritual type things. Then you have New Age and witchcraft, pagan, all of that. I don't know too much about it, but I'm focusing on, you know, what's positive and working within myself. But yeah, that's what he looks at. He looks at the good and the bad, but he tries not. He's, you know, like a normal person, tries not to look at the bad as much.
Yeah. Well, sometimes though we have to make ourselves aware of some of that stuff. And in not ever having spoken to your father, what I can say is sometimes those of us that are called to like spiritual warfare and things like that, or we're meant to see what the other side is doing, so that we can kind of be warriors or watchmen. I call sometimes they're watchmen on the wall, right? Where you warn people about what's going to happen. That's sometimes the reason why people look into that stuff. Like there's some of that stuff that I know a lot about just because I've had to deal with it and confront it in other people. But it wasn't that I wasn't, my basic goal or my base, like I'm a light worker. I'm definitely not a shadow worker. So it wasn't that I was at any point going to become a shadow worker. It was just that, you know, I needed to know those things. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. I think that he wants to be sure that he's not going down a wrong path. Also, though, New Age, a lot of actually what we talk about here is actually more New Age than it is anything else. I just come at it from a Christian point of view because I'm the most familiar with Christianity as a religion. That does not mean that but I see the good in all holy text. And I understand that Christianity was a very good basis for me to get like that foundation that those ground rules. But that any religion kind of, it stops you, it puts God in a box instead of allowing you to truly explore the fullness of who you are. So I'm not picking up anything as far as your dad is concerned. I'm not picking up anything that he's going down a bad path or anything. I would let him do that investigation, and I wouldn't want you to go doing that investigation. Let him figure it out. Unless you're concerned about some things that he's like, it seems like he's getting into.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. And him, like he's not spiritual, but like he's awake. He's did his third eye, and he does a lot of research. He gets like other information about like the ego and a lot of things.
Well, he's probably more spiritual than he realizes. Yeah. You know, you can't get to all of that without at some point recognizing that what you're tapping into is your spirit man, your eternal being. As much as you might want to say, I'm not spiritual, eventually you'll figure out that you are, because you have no choice but to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I understand.
But you're doing an amazing job. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. I don't want to stay on here too long because I know other people probably want to get on the call. I might ask another question later, but yeah, I've been doing okay. I still need to meditate more, like you said. I've tried to because I'm kind of finding a way like to work on my Spanish. Like I'm trying to learn Spanish, and I'm also trying to keep spirituality a thing. So I'm trying to find a way to even it out.
Very good. That's perfect. Stay in balance. Don't be like some of us adults that go way off on one tangent.
Yeah.
You know, but even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes in the morning or 5 or 10 minutes before you go to bed, it's fine. Whatever you can do. And and you'll get into a habit. You'll get into a habit before you know it.
Yeah. And I'll just say this one last thing, and then I'll let everybody else have their call.
Okay.
You were talking about like the peaceful protests. My social studies teacher. All right. He said, come after school and we can find a way to like, make that thing happen. Because, for me, I'm pretty much trying to like change the way like education is right now, because most kids, personally me, I think there's some type of like school vibration now, which it's just really lower. Like it drains your energy, especially for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm in school, it just drains my energy. But then when I'm out of school or in the morning or in the afternoon, I feel back normal, like energized.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because you're open to now, and you are coming in contact with all these people that have all this stuff going on, all these kids that have all this stuff going on. I mean, they're bringing from their homes all the stuff that's been put on them by their parents. And then I think you mentioned something about how schools aren't all funded equally. So in the areas that schools are not funded as well, then you've got that whole kind of lack mentality, poverty mentality. If they're predominantly African American, there's still the residual slave, like, I don't want to say slave mentality, but like the spirit of slavery or enslavement. It just has taken on a different form. So now you're like open to all of this stuff, and it is draining. So, and yes, we should be doing more I mean, there's a lot of teachers now that are very much into chakras and energy healing and things like that, and yoga and meditation. I will say to you, though, this is a time for you to learn. Now that you're opening up your empathic side of yourself, this is now a time for you to learn how to feel it, but not let it kind of come in. And that's a skill, to kind of sense it, but be whole within yourself, that you're like, okay, I know it's there, but I don't need to take that on. And what do I do with it? Do I just send them good energy? Maybe that's all we need to do at that moment, is just send them good energy, but you keep going. So I think that's something that we should work on as well. So we'll have to try to figure out when you and I can work together on that. But that's something I talk a lot about too, is like that whole the aura defense.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It was nice talking to you,
It was good talking to you as well.
Well,
thank you so much, dear. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, see ya. See ya.
All right.
Peace.
That was special. Thank you so much. I love this. I like being able to talk to people. Oh, Triple G, you're here. Oh, are you coming or going? Heather, so talk about taking a picture of the things that you want. Well, if I was like talking to Clarence's mom, I probably would say that. But we'll investigate that. And spirituality is very diverse. Smart meters to care. Rose. Well, I don't know what a smart meter is, Rose. Tawanda, you want a message about your spiritual gifts. I have to bring my amethyst by me now. So Tawanda, I'm, have you noticed it's like you're picking up on other people's thoughts a lot lately? And you guys, if you also want to talk to me, you can go through the Zoom app and put this meeting ID in. If the meeting ID is the last 9 numbers for the call-in. I keep hearing telepathy, like you can hear other people's thoughts, and it's almost sometimes you feel like you can drop a thought in their brain. So I'm hearing telepathy. And don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. It's a necessity. But you need to spend, you're very welcome, Clarence. You need to spend some more time. Are you spending good time meditating? This is definitely for you. Tawanda, are you spending good time meditating? You've always been interested in telepathy? I don't know why you don't just call in. You need to spend some more time meditating, my dear. So this is you, Queen of Cups. You've got a new chapter opening up with the world. One's closing, a new one's opening. We have the King of Wands. I feel like there's a new passion coming. A new fire. Be very aware of someone trying to come into your world that wants to. Is someone asking for a committed relationship right now? Or are you thinking about committing to them? No? Okay. So then, so this then will tell me that be careful of people trying to tie you down religiously, or there may be some more religious or spiritual thought patterns, or what I call sacred cows that may still need to be released. So some of the things that you're about to experience are outside of what you've been taught. So do not, I keep hearing, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, don't be afraid, don't be afraid. So there's going to be some religious thinking that you're going to have to release soon. Okay? You're going on a spiritual journey with the Six of Swords, traveling away from the things that you've always known or believed to be true, and Spirit wants to take you on this journey to something new, something fresh, something new, something deeper. You are going to have Nine of Swords. I don't see this as worry, but I see you're going to start to be awakened more during the middle of the night if you haven't already been awakened a lot lately. Because he's downloading messages for you, to you, with the Knight of Swords. Lots of spiritual messages, but you're going to be more awake as you receive these instead of asleep. So he's trying to wake you up so you get accustomed to hearing during your waking hours. But sometimes what happens is when we get awakened out of the sleep, our brains are so like, they're still so relaxed and we're still kind of semi-asleep. We've got a lot of the subconscious there. It's a perfect time to kind of download and drop new information and new ways of thinking in it. But it's all You thought you trashed that. Well, you know what? It's little things. So like being able to drop a thought into somebody else's brain is not exactly something that we've been taught in church. Okay. Being able to control the weather is not something we were taught in church. Being able to manifest on demand is not something we were taught in church. So that's what I mean. It's not hardcore stuff. It's just some of that little residual stuff. I still every once in a while have to like be like, I don't know, that doesn't feel right. And then I have to sit, why is it not feeling right? Well, it's because it wasn't what I was taught. Right. So, but you are also coming into a 10 of Pentacles. So yes, that's what I was just saying. Manifestation on point, on demand. Here it comes. So I'm hearing telepathy, matter manipulation, energy manipulation, but not in a bad way. Understand what I'm saying? So like the other day or earlier today, I said, because we were supposed to get this freezing rain crap that we got right now, about 3 o'clock this afternoon. I said, I got too much to do. I said, I'm going to need that freezing rain to hold off till at least 5 or 5:15 tonight. Literally, that's what I said. I'm going to need that freezing rain to hold off until 5 or 5:15 tonight so I could put in a full day at work. It started at 5:15. But I understand that from my I am presence, I can very well tell the weather, I need you to hold off, or I need you to miss me with that. That might sound crazy and weird, but why is it not? We're co-creators. We have dominion over this earth. So I see you having dominion over your money. I see you having dominion over your living arrangements. I see you having like greater dominion over your life, and understanding that co-creation, the ability to co-create on demand, coupled with everything else. So definitely telepathy. I'm not sure about telekinesis, but I feel like you're going to be doing some astral projection very soon, and some dimensional jumps. I know you are, Tawanda. Now, I know if anybody's down for manipulating things and energy, that's you, Storm. Okay, I want to see this. Heavy amounts of constant EMF, 24/7 damaging the mind by electric company. Oh. Ooh, rosemary. Wow. Yeah, Tawanda, you'll be traveling in the ether, baby. I try to have that weather on lockdown. Sometimes I miss it. Small storms I find easier to push away than the bigger ones. So this whole Rose, so this whole like the 4G and the 5G is actually like harming our bodies. Is that what you're saying? In our minds? Heather, not before I make it spring here. You got to go on the back burner. My goodness. Wow. I need to do some investigation into that. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. They are, and they're making it like, oh, well, this is a great thing. Like I had a girlfriend that was working for a company that was introducing that technology into rural areas as a way to, bring internet to everybody. And not saying everybody shouldn't have internet access, but they're putting it like on farmland. That would like radiate the farmland. It would radiate our food. Wow. Yeah, we need to do some information on crystals and yeah, we need to do some teaching. Speaking of teaching on crystals and teaching in general, you guys, please don't forget that the registration is open for the spiritual conference. I have started or about to start tomorrow advertising it here locally, which means it's going to fill up rather quickly. And I wanted you guys to have the first opportunity. Remember, it is March 8th through 10th here in Madison, Wisconsin. In addition to Reiki, getting your Reiki 1 attunement, I have an additional just today, an additional teacher that's going to be with us. His name is Ken Adi Ring. I'm going to start putting his information in my descriptions. He's been around for a long time, guys, and has worked with the likes of Deepak Chopra. He's going to do, get this was just announced. This is hot off the press. I just solidified this. He's going to do self-hypnosis during the conference, where he's going to teach us how to do self-hypnosis so we can access past lives. And then we're going to talk about those past lives there at the conference. That's tremendous, guys. You have no idea. You have no idea what that degree, like, to be able to know how to hypnotize yourself to access past life information. The first day is all about self-healing. We're going to get into some meditation. We're going to do the self-life, the past life. All of this is on the first day, the first few hours on Friday evening. And then Saturday, we move into more energy triage and healing others, setting up your business, things like that. And then we'll also be, if you do not want to do Reiki 1 attunement, we'll have classes on crystals, on herbs. He's going to do some more meditate, like a deeper, like different types of meditation and yoga. This is going to be an amazing time. You do not want to miss this. You do not want to miss this. $597, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That takes care of your hotel and your meals. You just got to get here. You try not to get that low energy. Yeah. So what Clarence, what Ms. Takara was saying was that there could be actual towers that are emitting this energy that is toxic to you guys. So we need to see about I need to, you guys, Ms. Takara, I need to know, no, you're fine. I appreciate you putting this in here. All Energy Star appliances. Oh my gosh. So what crystals would you recommend, Ms. Takara, to combat this, that we may carry around with us or something? I might just get some and then start sending them out. When I was in college, yeah, Tawanda, it's the self-hypnosis thing is deep. Organite. Well, he's a little younger, so I will buy some Organite then. I'll go online, or I'll see if my local shop has some Organite, guys, and I'll start getting it out to y'all. I've never heard of that, but I will get some. I can even, the shop near me can even make them into necklaces or any type of jewelry, rings, anything, which I gotta find my rings. So we'll have some of that at the conference as well. I understand, but we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. Okay. And Clarence, I'll see about getting some as well. Do we have any more questions at all, too? Because I want to be sure we're utilizing the time. Mr. Care, that was a tremendous amount of information. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing it. And guys, try not to use, like, I know you probably already know, but no fluoride toothpaste. Try to get bottled water. Again, I'm drinking alkaline water now because our bodies were meant to be in an alkaline state. All this dark coffee I drink, making my body chemistry, my environment acidic is not good. Black tourmaline amethyst. Oh, honey, I wear amethyst all the time. What else? So yeah, so do check. It should be a link down in the description for the conference registration. You only have to put down $150, and then just the rest needs to be paid. So, end of the month. End of the month. I need you registered though I need the registration at least paid by the 20th, I think, of this month. Yeah, detox the body. Do we have any other questions, guys? If we can put the call-in number up, or if you can download the Zoom app, you can access with the meeting ID, and then you can be on. Because I'm not going to stand here too much longer. I really got to get some rest. And I rushed in and hadn't even eaten. Y'all know how I am. I'm not behind, don't eat. So any question you have, spiritual questions, questions about Reiki, questions about chakras. The other thing he's going to be teaching us also is more extensive information on chakras. Like there's like 12,000 chakras, right? Okay, so I didn't realize there's 12,000. Did you say 12,000 or 1,200? Did I say 1,200 or 12,000? Anyway, there's a lot. The Zoom app does work better. So, oh my gosh, I'm so thrilled that he's signed on to be with us. Also, guys, I do have an affiliate marketing program with this where if you get a link from me, for every person, you will get paid a certain amount for every person that registers and signs up for the conference. So do consider that if that's something you're interested in, to get an affiliate link from me if you really believe in what we're doing and want to help people get here. And, you know, that would end up going towards yours, right? Because you'd be getting that money back. Let me know, and we can definitely do that. Explain Reiki a little more. So Reiki is simply the practice of channeling universal life energy, light, God, spirit, source, the very breath of life that gives us energy or gives us life. It's learning to channel it to heal the body and heal the chakras. that's its simplest terms, and it's done by typically, right, by the laying on of hands. That's how it was started. So that's the method that I learned from. I learned the Usui method. It was created by Dr. Usui, and that's the purest method. I can literally trace my lineage, if you will, from being a Reiki master directly back to Dr. Usui, and I'm 7th generation. So he was a teacher in a Christian school. And the kids asked him, they were going over the miracles, the healing miracles of Jesus. And one of his students asked him, why can't you do that? Or can you do that? And he said, no. And the student said, well, why not? And he was like, I don't know, because Jesus said we could, right? So then he went back to Japan, stayed up in the mountains. I believe it was for 20 days, 21 days. He said, I'm not leaving this mountain. I'm not eating until you give me the power, the same power Jesus had. And then Reiki was revealed to him in his culture. So there's certain Sanskrit symbols and things like that. But Reiki in its purest form, and what it is learning to channel life force or God force, or we would call it in the church the anointing, and truly be a channel. I've laid hands on hundreds of people, and I would always get exhausted because it was too much of me involved. This taught me how to just channel. Now, of course, I do distance Reiki. Mm-hmm. So that is, I do that because because I can't, I'm doing this over the, right? And spirit knows no boundaries, right? No time or space, but in its purest form, it is meant to be done. Clarence is back.
Hi again.
One moment. Hey there. Hold on one second, dear.
All right.
So to wonder, did that help? How did you find that out? How do I find that out what my lineage is? Because my Reiki master, Jeremy Anaker, that I've done collabs with, and I'll be putting another one up. His Reiki master, Helen Borth, learned Reiki from a woman that brought it to Chicago. So I'm 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Third generation is the first woman that brought it to Hawaii. 2 would be Dr. Usui's son, and then directly back to Dr. Usui. So we don't do you're not going to get this whole big, a lot of different ones, right? They'll give you this huge notebook and all this stuff, right? I'm not giving you a notebook. This is operating spiritually. I'm not giving you a notebook. I'm not going to tell you the 5 best crystals to use during your Reiki session or these meditative music and this and that. You're going to learn how to operate in the spirit when you come here. Yes, Jeremy will be there as well. Mr. Kara, why the white roofs? Okay. Oh boy. Okay. All right, Mr. Clarence, you're back.
Yeah, it's me.
Yes.
So lately my heart chakra's been in the middle of the day, and then during everywhere else, just vibrating and how you would meditate and you feel it. in like your chest. Yeah. I want to know like what's going on and like what's the purpose of it.
So as your upper chakras become, I don't know why I can't find the word, more developed. It's common for third eye to be opened and then kind of crown kind of interacting in that. And then you move down to your throat chakra. So now you're starting to speak about it more. Now your heart chakra is like kind of getting activated, like, oh boy, here we go. We're all getting in line here. This is all working. Your heart, from your heart chakra, right? That's where your greatest manifestation abilities come. Your heart emits the strongest electromagnetic field of any of your chakras. So your physical heart actually itself emits an electromagnetic field 60 times stronger than your brain. And this is where we manifest from. This is where we vibrate at the same frequency, that which we seek to manifest. Also, as you're becoming more empathic and in tune with energy around you, your heart chakra is going to start like, oh, wait a minute, I'm getting signals. What am I supposed to do with this, right? Because it's like growing, it's like it's developing, it's now in tune with everything around you. So I would imagine that's also why you're feeling much more motivated to do this peaceful protest. I would imagine why now you're getting in tune and seeing certain things that, you know, from your parents or from some of the kids that are in school. So it's really just it's developing. It's like the radar is like kicked in, and now you're sensing all of these different energies around you. I would listen. That's another reason to do the meditation. So as you get this thought, this kind of knowing in your heart or in your mind of what to do, follow the leading of your heart. You know, if you say, oh, I wish to do this, or I'm thinking about doing this, and your heart just goes, shh, then that's your spirit being saying, yeah, this is what feeds my passion. This is what I'm all about. So things are just developing. That's all.
Yeah. Much time do you have left?
I'm actually probably going to be getting off here soon here, so I can get something to eat and get to bed.
Well, I'll see if I can ask one more question.
Okay, go ahead.
Just like as far as my spiritual like journey is going, like what do I need to do, or if I'm like on the right track? Yeah, that's about it. And then I'll just let you be.
You're on the right track. Again, I don't want you to feel like there's no rush to this. It's going to move fast for you because you're younger and you're open, and time is just moving fast anyway. You're definitely on the right path. You just had a birthday recently, right? You're in Aquarius.
Yeah, on
the 20th.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're Aquarius. You're an Aquarius.
Turning 15.
Yeah. Okay, you're an Aquarius. So that's why you got the social justice thing. Okay. I would pursue the social justice because that's going to feed you. Don't be afraid of, or don't get discouraged if things don't move as quickly as you would like for them to. This process, you're going to learn how to see the intention or see the end result that you wish, but release yourself from every detail of the process. So in meeting, for instance, meeting with your social studies teacher, right? So you initiated the meeting, and he said, let's meet. Now I want you to listen to what he says. You can bring some of your ideas, but I want you to, if there's some guidance that he has for you along the way, listen to the guidance. You don't have to control every part of the process. That is a key point for us to learn. And a lot of the people in this room, we're still learning that, right? So take your time with it. I think you're going at a very good pace, right? And as things bubble up, you're like, okay, well, let's do this now. Okay, I see this, let's do this. Just remember, keep your eyes on the prize and keep your intention. If what you wish is to have, let's say maybe if they even had like some sort of a yoga or meditation after school club or something, right, at your school, that would be a huge improvement over what they've got right now.
Yeah.
Which is nothing. So take each piece and let's manifest that piece of the puzzle, right, as you're going along.
Yeah. My social studies teacher, he does have a meditation thing type thing. He is like, he takes a lot of things off like the Buddhists.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. So he said he's gonna start it back up, but like during testing. So yeah, I'll probably come over there, you know, kind of like relax my brain one of these days when he has it, when he starts it back up. And yeah, that's all I need to say.
Well, perhaps you can start it back up and not just during testing. If it works during testing, maybe this is a way of life people need to learn, period. So maybe he does it first thing in the morning. Maybe you can do it like right before school so people can start their day, you know, in a peaceful space.
Yeah.
That might be a suggestion.
Yeah. I know this is gonna. I just got this thought again. It was off my video, but it's gonna go way off from like meditation and me. I watched this video on YouTube, and it was talking about how like the way that we wake up early in the morning, like it's like for me to like to go to school, our brains are not like ready for that. We usually wake up like since I'm like a teenager, I usually wake up around 8. I said this on my video, and I think when I wake up at 8, around 8, but in school I usually I wake up around 6. So my brain usually through like all of first period is pretty much sleep. I really literally don't learn anything. And I have health. I like health, but because it talks a lot about feelings. And yeah, he's probably gonna hate me from because I'll talk about spirituality so much during my health class because we talk about emotions. But yeah.
So I saw that in your video and I kind of agree with that. I didn't realize that in other countries they started later in the day and that school is for fewer hours. That makes total sense. That one's going to be a bigger one to change, right? Because now you're really, it's a whole different paradigm. You'd almost have to have someone that's willing to start a different, like a charter school that's willing to shorten, but then there's rules and laws about how many hours you have to be in school.
Yeah.
You know, but maybe saying having a lighter, you know, classes first thing in the morning that are not taxing on your brain. So you can kind of wake up and not doing math until, you know, third period or not doing science until, you know, after a certain time, you know, so that people can kind of wake up. That might be an option.
Yeah. But yeah. I have no more questions, but if you sense anything, let me know. Yeah, but nothing
You
else.
best believe I will, dear. Anybody in this chat room can tell you I will send out the 911 if I sense something. Trust and believe that. But we'll get together. This weekend might be a little tough, but maybe Sunday. But we'll get together so we can have a conversation offline for sure.
All right.
Okay.
Have a nice rest of your night.
Thank you.
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you, Clarence. Thank you. All right, guys, this was a great evening. Yeah, I do wish some schools, I know Tawanda, some have incorporated it. I wish we had it too. Okay, guys, so I didn't see any other questions. Okay. This was fun now that once I figured out how not to get an annoying like back and forth. So should we do this again? I can make this like a weekly thing where we do a open Q&A. All right, guys, I'm going to get going though, because I'm getting tired. I got to go to, we should definitely make it a weekly thing. So housekeeping, we talked about the conference. Check that out. If you wish to work with me, that information is down below. I do spiritual coaching now for some intense stuff. If you want to like really work with me, but that's for those that really, really want to work with me. And if you are interested in doing some sort of affiliate marketing for the conference, meaning I get you a link, you get paid for people that do follow your link and register for the conference. Shoot me an email at heartofinspiration18@gmail.com. And we could talk about what that looks like. Okay. Because I want as many people to be here as possible. Again, my 100 light workers and light warriors. I want to release 100 and light workers and light warriors into their destiny. Okay. All right, guys, if there's no more questions, I'm going to let everybody go. Okay. And we'll see you guys in the morning. Thanks for this, Anargo. This was great. I loved it. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys. Namaste. Bye-bye.